15 of the Chaos Zero Nightmare variety. Alright, that's up. And we're going to stream marker here. Cesian hours. Alright, Cesian hours are here. So the objective of today's this Chaos Zero Nightmare stream is that there is a event that I have not done yet that we're going to be doing here. Oh, maintenance reward. Neat. Alright, let me grab I think I can afford something here. Yes, I can afford another one of these. Alright, so I'm not going to do the Arc City stuff yet because we have a little bit less than an hour before the daily reset happens, and I want these to be done after the daily reset happens. So I haven't done this set of events yet, which is the Hyde-Marie backstory incident thing. Actually, let me rename this part of the stream. The incident. Yeah, we'll rename it that. That'll be fine. The incident. The shadow under the willow. 7 years ago, the incident, the chaos known as the Theater of Illusions engulfed Elenad's second pioneer base. Hyde-Marie was there. An agent who never gave up. Kalia. Alright, another grim talk. Check out Hyde-Marie first. She's shaking like a deer. Carmen touched her at once at Chloe's words, and only then did Hyde-Marie clutch her trembling hands. I said that, but I can't help being nervous. This might be too much for a student to handle. Hyde-Marie, it's not late to turn back if you want to. Chaos in the planet Elenad, the Theater of Illusions. The Theater of Illusions suddenly triggered an additional bloom for reasons unknown. Its influence spread instantly, consuming even Elenad's second pioneer base. Countless casualties occurred as a result, and that number continues to rise at an explosive rate even now. It was the greatest disaster Hyde-Marie had ever witnessed. Her companions remained calm. That's disappointing, Hyde-Marie. But after a few missions, you learn to trust us. Don't worry, you'll have much to handle. This thing is getting used to real combat with us. Mav, talk like that won't relax anyone. I'll show you how it's done. So, Hyde-Marie, 3 pros participate in this operation. One was said to be exceptionally capable, so don't be too afraid. Things get really bad, just throw Mev in as bait and run. Daddy will surprise him out. What? Let me joke to lighten the mood. Hyde-Marie took a deep breath and looked at her companions. People walking into the flames without hesitation. His face is smiling as if nothing was wrong. Right, it's the same mission. No one's tense. Nothing has changed about what we have to do. Trust them. I'm the only one overthinking this. That's what she told herself. Trial battle. Alright, so we're forced to have this party. Which is kind of the party I probably would have built for this anyway, but we'll see. Meanwhile... That's the quietest card. I can just throw this at him. Well... Sure, we'll throw this at him. Okay, that's funny. Next mission is Hyde-Marie and 2 people of my choice. Discard 2 cards through an ability. Alright. That should be easy enough to do. I'll grab you, and I guess if we're just starting shit randomly, I should get Nia here. I just have to find a way to not kill them too fast. You gotta be kidding me. I guess activating that. Alright, this allows you to discard 2 cards. And we will... do that, I reckon. This allows us to start 2 cards immediately, so we can do that too. Alright, there's our discard requirement. I just need to kill this guy. Alright, there's our requirement done. Once again, do this without killing the foe too fast. Well, this allows us to do this at least. Alright, one of them has that fucking die that does damage to them. Start this shit. And blast them. You discard 2 in total, right? Yes. Okay, it is in total, not simultaneously. Good. Alright. 8, 16, 24. Okay, that makes sense. So let's see this 9, 12, 15 here. 18. Actually. 12, 15, 18, 21, and 24. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. The Skyring Platoon. Following Mao's orders, Heimer's team decided to split up. 3 hours since mission start. Terrain twisted by the influence of chaos, screams and cries of the people. Blaring alarms that numb the ears. Reports continue to pour in through the communicator. SS Identity 3rd Platoon. Face the annihilation. Area 5, additional collapse. Rescue impossible. Rescue support. Repeat, support. The chaos storm raged without pause. The rescue operations grew increasingly difficult. Mev! Even Evie showed unease, and all eyes turned to Mev. This won't work. Mev spoke as if coming to a decision. At this rate, all the survivors will die. We split up. Right now, protecting them matters more than rescuing. Kalia, head to civilian residential area in Area C. Evie, you're with me. We're heading to the emergency bunker in Area A. Chloe, support the first Protoss. And lastly, Heidenbury, go to Area D. He stopped mid-sentence. His gaze shifted to Heidenbury's trembling hands. No. You focus on rescuing civilians while you buy time. Reading his intent, Heidenbury raised her voice. I can fight too. I'm combat agent. How can I... You're going to fight like that, shaking? That's an order from your commander. At those words, Heidenbury fell silent. Even now, her hands were trembling. Heidenbury, I told you, it's not for a rookie to get used to real combat. You won't be able to avoid fighting entirely. Just keep a distance from the most dangerous areas. Understood? Our A to D is within the proposed assessment range. Stay within it. Others seem to feel the same as Mev. Seeing their expressions, Heidenbury had no choice but to nod. Alright, go with Kalia first. Residential area in Area C hasn't been fully consumed yet. Once you're done, regroup with us. Communicator frequency is... I've said it. Split up. At Mev's command, everyone moved in different directions. Swig. I'll do challenges on the sides. 3 cards for an ability. Okay, yeah, it is total 3. I guess if we're doing that, I might as well have this set up so that Heidenbury... I think we'll still do Nia here. I think in terms of discard... Yeah, it's still gonna be Nia. What deck am I having for you, though? Oh, that's the reason why I've been taking the damage, because of this stupid thing. Right, that. Clown-ass thing. We somehow don't have the hero to all thing here. You know what? Do we have the thing to get me an acquired card? Yeah, we're gonna do that. You. Get in. You know what? Let us... Ram Divine Epiphany, No. Random Common Epiphany on Hero to All. We're gonna re-roll that. I'm gonna grab this one, because it's more useful for what we're using her for. And let's randomly divine that shit, shall we? Nice. That'll be fine. Away we go. Alright, it's one card discarded. Alright, this allows us to check 3 cards and discard 1 randomly. Alright, we'll discard both of these. They'll both activate their effects. Alright, that is... Let's start that. Was that 3 cards at once, or does it have to be just 3 cards? Okay, it's just 3 cards. Perfect. Alright, that allows us to at least discard a card randomly each turn. By randomly, I mean I pick. We'll discard that. That shit activated. I don't have any cards in the graveyard. I'll get some elasticity going. Alright. We're gonna grab this. Grab that. That should be enough for cards started. Perfect. Give me these rewards. And this challenge you can get rid of. Doing challenges gives us the crystals, which is fine. I suspect this Hide Marie story segment will take at least an hour to get through, so... just shotgun this. Also had this effect active as well. This will activate as soon as I launch something, so I'll just throw this at him. The fact that you're the only one here is just concerning. Oh, these are quietest cards. Alright, this discards all the cards at once if I don't kill them outright. So that's fine. That should be enough. Yes. We discard all the cards after all. Alright, 2 cards, Hide Marie on team. That's fine. I'm just gonna do this. 1, 2. That immediately gets one of the discards happening. Right, they both have counterattack. Cards. I'll add this to the hand. Oh shit. Never mind, we won't add that to the hand. And they're all dead. Holy shit. Next mission. I'll do that. Alright, we're gonna do this. That's fine. I use this, I guess. You know, let's discard all the cards in our deck. That's a move we can do. And let's jam out. This will discard one of the other. This will Purification. Okay, yeah, that counts as a thing. Alright. We're gonna do this challenge and I'll do that final story segment. Oh, we could in theory just do the Nia shuffle. Perfect. I'll discard you, so I can just discard 3 more cards. Like so. Discard that. You know? Holy crits. Okay, yeah, that was at least 3 cards. Nice. Now, smile. Emery recalls Kalia's advice. Transferring survivors. Male in his 30s, suspected left rib fracture. Scalp laceration, no external bleeding. I'll read the rest to you. As soon as Emery handed over the bleeding man to Pioneer Base Agent, she asked, has the number of missing persons been confirmed? 39 people have been caught by officials. We just rescued 3 more. No, Henry, take a breather first. Ignoring his suggestion, Henry rushed back into the scene. He shouts to the communicator. This is Marie. 3 survivors secured. Currently entering the scene. Rushing the situation briefing. You hear amidst a brief static noise. Your communicator sounds intense combat mix of monster roaring could be heard. Kalia, Fortune is currently holding possession of residential area 43-1, 3rd floor. Maintaining blockade against monster entry to the 1st floor. All hostiles, continuous pressure. Marie, remaining personnel? And at the simple request, her mind went blank. Withdrawal of combat agents depended on how quickly she rescued the survivors. She took a deep breath and steadied herself. Reporting! Total 39 missing persons counted. 10 confirmed deceased, 3 rescued. Estimated survivors 26. After a brief silence, the response came back. The noise over radio was growing louder. Confirmed, 6 civilians taking shelter in 2nd floor residential area 43-1. Proceed to that location, recover remaining personnel. Well, what's the route? East corridor collapse. Use west staircase. Be cautious. There may be remaining hostiles. Understood. As she tears open the door, she sees a trembling family of 6 people. To reassure anxious civilians on site, rescue agents must always smile. Recalls the advice Kalia once shared. I reinforce a smile. Everyone, please don't worry. You're safe now. Does anyone have difficulty moving? This Kalia, 1 Agent KA. Retreating from residential 43-1, 3rd floor. I repeat, retreating from residential 43-1, 3rd floor. Henry, if you're on the 2nd floor residential area 43-1, get out as quickly as Henry lowered her voice, concealing Kalia's transmission. Survivors must become anxious. Henry is running urgently, carrying a rescued child in her arms. Please hurry. The shuttle's about to depart. Though she used the shuttle as an excuse, the slower the stars moved, the longer Kalian agents would have to remain on site. Without realizing, she found herself asking the rescue to hang in there. As they reached the point where the Pioneer base agent was visible, she shouted, "Just wonder where you can see over there. Sorry, but I need to return to field." Henry set the child down and turned around. He turned up the volume on her communicator again. At the same moment, radio cracked over in public frequency. The middle-aged woman appeared before Heidenmarie. One was pointing at the debris of a collapsed building. "Please stop! There's still people over there! My husband!" Mrs. Mav, isolate. Request support. This is heavy. I request support. Please help. He's a man who's worked his whole life. He's our entire family, me and our family. In this moment of conflict, someone's voice echoed in Heidemarie's head. Promise me, Heidemarie. You have to promise. Heidenmarie looked back and forth between the communicator and the class building and made her choice. Because that was the promise. Please God be your husband. Thank you. Thank you. After rescuing the middle-aged woman's husband and 3 additional people, Heidenmarie picked up her communicator. Miss Heidenmarie, Kali requesting status report. Static. This is Kalia. Colonel 1 agent and I remain. His voice, breathless. Protecting 4 civilians. Can't hold much longer. Agent Heidenmarie, requesting support residential for 342. I repeat, requesting support residential for 342. I was requesting support. Heidenmarie felt her blood run cold. Heidenmarie, entering the field now. For one breaking away. High probability contact. Maintain vigilance while moving. As Heidenmarie headed towards the field, a monster had broken away from the group and revealed itself. Well, shit. As Freshers worked, these monsters blocked the way. Okay. This is a boss. Away we go. Well, we have that, we have this, and we have a gun. Actually, I'll use this. That's fine. That's just a 5 EP to make use of our abilities. That shotgun's the gear bag. This will discard a random card from the deck. Good, that discarded a Heartbreaker. Just what I wanted to do. And dead. Kalia, am I too late? Kalia. After defeating the monster, she stood up. Too much time had been wasted. Even during combat, she had heard Kalia's transmissions over and over. Kalia, requesting support. Kalia, all agents have me fallen in combat. I repeat, all agents have me. Kalia, any longer. Civilians are dying. No! This is... Heidenmarie, where are you? Heidenmarie called Kalia's last essentially she sent her signal. Kalia! I'm re-entering now! Sorry it took so long. Now with a tremendous sound, the ground shook. Building 342, where Kalia had entered, began to collapse. Heidenmarie stood frozen, watching the scene. Kalia? Kalia. Well, I've been a little faster. Well, I've been a little stronger. Could I've saved you then? I think that disappeared there. Oh. I see. Oh, right. Event. Mev and Evie. What are the art rewards we can get from here? Alright, we're doing Mev and Evie next. The hero's beginning. Mev and Evie, lovers who thought of each other until the very end. Ivy crawled at the ground until her hands bled. Before springs into cracks of broken concrete, scraping, digger, pushing deeper. Kalia! Kalia! She gripped her great sword and struck the debris again and again in a frenzy. Metal shards and stone fragments scattered, but nothing changed. Only one truth became clear. She can't get her out alone. Whenever she stopped moving, the surrounding silence, like all life had suddenly gone still, felt unbearably eerie. Slowly Kalia would die like this. She has to be alive under this rubble. She's not the type to give up. She's still holding on. Just hold on, Kalia. I'll bring help. And Hybrid headed towards Area A, praying Kalia was alive. Whenever they met her, they'll find a way. Once they know Kalia's trapped under debris, they'll come. But when Hybrid reached Building A, Uttery just blocked her path. I said you can't go in. Monsters are swarming. Going into this manpower is suicide. There's still people inside. You think I don't know that? But if you die going in, what's the point? Understanding the situation wasn't difficult. The choice he had to make wasn't either. As long as Mev and Evie were inside Building A, there is no time to hesitate. Kalia's waiting. Please move. I said as she stepped towards Area A. I'll go. Trial battle. Oh, they decided to bring Cassius for this round of combat. Well, that's interesting. Okay. Alright, I guess we're doing this. I'll do... What's triple one again? I guess I'll use Quest Straight for the time being. Oh. Well, there's straight. Fucking hell. Ashamed that. And done. Okay. Throw the soul at him. Now we can actually choose the team. I'll do the same team we've been doing for this section. Start 3 cards, have Hyde Marie win battle. Check. Alright, this will discard at least 2 cards. I will discard those 2. This will discard that one. I'll use this. And destroyed. We'll get started enough cards for this. Yes. Alright, more 3-card discards. That's cool. This allows us to get at least 2 off. Grab that. There's our discarding quietest cards. Alright, Everest Quest, challenge. Must do the challenge while we're here. Discard 4 cards to ability. Alright, that's perfectly doable. Alright, and we have a way to do it immediately with Nia's effect. You know, let's rock out. This discards all of our entire deck, so it is a way to discard at least 4 cards, right? Hell yeah. Yeah, sure, we'll discard that one and, this one, sure. Yes! That did count as a discard, right? Yes, it did. Hell yes, alright. We're making good, rolling here. Evy's request. So if danger, Evy makes a request. I push past SSA agents that are in Area A alone. She cut down the monsters her way kept moving forward. She had never imagined she could move like this. It wasn't courage, just desperation. She had to tell Mev and Evy that Kali was trapped under rubble. Alan had a second pioneer base. Quarter leaned to the command center. Middle of the hallway litter of bodies, hiding where he found Evy. Evy! Evy leaned against the wall, covered in blood, her head lowered. Marie rushed over, nearly stumbling, began treating her wounds with trembling hands. Get up! Stay with me! What happened? Evie, please! Who's that? Evie slowly lifted her eyelids. Is there a little Marie? Alright, don't save you, everyone? Words about Kalia caught in her throat. Evie wasn't in any condition to help anyone. Anything, she was willing to need help. Forcing a smile as she looked for her survivor, Marie spoke. Evie, we need to pull back first. Your injury's too severe. If we wait any longer, you'll... No. What? Evie whispered, pleading. Marie, Beth became bait for me. He drew the monster's deeper inside. Now. By now. You'll be alone. Help. Ev. We have to get out together. Please. Marie Sal looked down the corridor. Take Evie and escape, grow deeper to save Mev. You're with her to save Evie. Evie, I'll bring back Mev as fast as I can. Just not a little longer, okay? As he was going... The hell was that? A message on my phone. Someone I don't recognize sent me a message saying, would you like to come over tomorrow? I'm like, I don't know who the fuck you are, you're blocked. Anyway. 3 cards we discarded in battle. We have the obvious way of doing that. Nice. That's 1 card discarded. This is 2 cards discarded right here. Should have used the other one first. Oh well. There's at least 3. There's our 3. Our 3. That's a shame. I guess we're using this. You know, let's just shuffle our entire deck. We can do that now. Alright, they're all going to get pummeled to a crisp. Both of these, why not? I discarded that just so we don't. It's not. They're done. We discard our entire deck, so that's at least 3 cards, right? Oh, we could discard entire deck again if we wanted. Let's do this. Discard this, we can discard a couple more cards randomly. Let's guard this and this, I guess. Shotgun that. And we will destroy this one. And dead. You know, let's just shotgun all these. This is dumb. Just throw the entire deck at them and see what happens. Last ones are these three here. That gives me 27. Then Bowser Quest, Boss, and Arugula. Alright, I guess we're shotgunning the Fulgrim expansion again. You know, just leaves two cards we just discarded there. Discard that. Let's start this so we can do that. And dead. Another 4 cards during ability time. Discard that one. There we go. Place this in the hand. And done. There we go. An absolute pandemonium, ah. Alright, I'll grab this. Alright. We'll use this. Guess we'll discard that while we shoot somebody with this. Middle one, preferably. Oh, we can shuffle our entire deck. Let's go. Or discard our entire deck. Here, that's 23 cards, baby. Holy shit. Okay. And a little bit of healing to come along with the shuffle there. And dose. And there we go. The entire deck shuffle is a very hilarious thing that you can just do. Or the entire deck discard, rather. It's very funny. Mav's request. Decide, Marie. Mav, can you hear me? Transmission she had sent hundreds more times while heading towards the interior of the command center. Stack. No answer came, but Marie was tried persistently. Decide, Marie, please respond! Radio signal support due to Chaos's influence. The interference is getting worse. Ah! Finally, Marie pleaded into the communicator. Mav, can you hear me? Decide, Marie, please hear me, please. Kali's trapped under a building. I help. Heavy too. Heavy sleep so much. Static. Mav, is that you, Mav? Marie, signal crackle unstable. Please wait, I'll go deeper inside. Marie felt relief from Mav, so I head deeper to the command center. Her anxiety about her dying companions far outweighed her fear of monsters she might encounter. Mav, can you hear me? Speak, Marie. I hear you, Marie. What's the situation? Evie, couldn't make herself tell Mav about Kalia. For now, she only mentioned Evie. Mav, Evie's not in good shape. Her first save, I don't know how much longer she can hold on. Where are you, Mav? I need her to need support. I found a lot of monsters way here too. I can help, so if you tell your location, I can come to you. Let's have you get out here together. Mav? I wish we could, but I don't think it's gonna be possible. Evie froze in place, stunned. What? Injuries are too severe to move. I can't secure an escape route either. Evie's still holding on, right? Mav? Hi, Marie. I have a favor to ask. Mav's firm tone, Marie's lips trembled. What? You promised me just one thing. I think I'll feel much better. We risked everything to rescue people, but I have a personal wish to protect Evie, Marie. Just that one thing. Can you promise me? Mav, all us together. Monster echoed through the communicator. Mav urgently sought confirmation. Hi, Marie. Promise me, just on time. Hi, Marie answered through her tears. Yes, I promise. I'll never forget Evie. I promised. Mav's voice came much more at ease. Thank you. Soon after, her scream ran out over the radio, then cut off to nothing. Marie, who had been frozen in a nightmare, turned around in an instant. This wasn't the first time to grieve or despair. He promised to Mav she had to get back to Evie. At that moment, monster crawled at the end of the corridor, shaking the building. Oh shit. Ah. Yeah, the double entrusting. We're against fucking Dog Handler, the boss. Great, fantastic. I love this guy. Not. Alright, here's the plan. Alright, Baseless Woman. Oh, that's a shame. If only it was like a quiet as a Soul Rip or something. Dead. Well, if you do anything for a boss at first. Alright, and we'll... Did they reset me? Mav and Evie. Blood flowed, obscuring her vision. Her exhausted body trembled, losing control. Something was wrong with her leg too, it was hard to walk straight. Still, Henry got up and moved towards Evie. Swearing herself with blood-soaked hands, she turned down the corridor. Evie. Ev said she come later. Ah! He. She. What? What is it? Ravi stood in bed and only bloodstains remained. Either her body, which had all been struggling to hold on, slowly collapsed. Evie! Her dust-covered fingers groped across the sticky pool of blood as if searching for the person who had been there. No answer came. Mev. Evie. Thanks to you guarding Area Bay, countless lives were saved. You know what? If it weren't for those two, monsters would push all the way to the command center. Emery had laid Evie's notebook before Mev's grave. Inside the notebook was a hastily scribbled sentence. Mev, we're having a baby. You're in big trouble now. Oh no. Evie, I'm sorry. Mev, I'm sorry. Emery closed her eyes in apology. And 2 more graves. Oh, they're adding the graves as we do them. That's a neat note. I mean, it's dark, but yeah. Alright. Anyway, it's past 2 o'clock, so the daily reset kicked in. Now we can do our shit. Guess we'll do that. Will the days elapse? And our next calamity occurrence is going to tank our public safety. Oh boy. Well, we do always need more of these. This will be fine to do. Clear. Oh, alright. 4-star squadron is here. How much? Okay, I have that much stamina. I might as well do it. Alright, we're gonna hunt down Orlea. There she is. I only need one. Ah! Oh god. Well, that sure as hell happened. Let's get some simulation going here. Combat training, let's see. I don't know what ally it's supposed to be, but I feel like with the sets that came out, it's someone that provides shields, which could be anything, honestly, and Passion and Void. I think I'm going to build up on Passion for now, since I'm improving some people in that department anyway. The deck that I have for Celine at the moment is one that focuses on like a passion-based team. Which this isn't, but you know. I'll release these two. I'll figure out what I'm doing with the remaining of that later. Okay, that's reason. Alright, that kills them all. Perfect. That was quite the high roll. I'll figure out what I'm doing the other two later. Alright, we got extra dice to roll. We have a thing to claim. Alright, let's beat these guys up. And dead.
大したことありませんでしたね。
We're trying to beat these guys up again. And dead.
宇宙最強のロックスターにふさわしいライブだったね。
さあさあ、お好きな席にどうぞ。
What are we ordering exactly? Juicy charcoal grilled skewers. Alright.
メニューはどうしますか？
Well, here we go. We ordered juicy charcoal grilled skewers. God. Well, that's an extra die we can roll. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna save the green die for later. So I don't, like, do something else with it. Alright, and we get this pass. Alright, do I have the... Alright, not yet. We're 2 days off. Alright, we're gonna continue on with the event. Shadow Under the Willow Tree. Chapter 3, Chloe. Towards the Protos. Save comrades, hire researchers for someone. People at the rescue unit base camp murmured as they looked at her. Our civilians Hybrid had rescued already far exceed double digits. Someone asked who she was, some compared her achievements to the Protoses, and others said she was the hope of this operation. But none of it meant anything to Heinbury. It couldn't. Her achievements were numbers beyond the sacrifices of Kalia, Evie, and Mev. No. No, it wasn't sacrifice. It couldn't be. She tried to think that way. Please help me. And already 3 children. Hybrid spoke to the agents at the base camp. My companions are missing. I saved a lot of people. Same manpower left, even little. Please help me find my team. Hybrid, you and the agents are at your limit. Chaos contamination level is rising. Rose will be returning here soon. If you keep this rescue operation going, it'll just lead to more meaningless losses. Let's stop. Aiden's words didn't reach Highbury. Kali's desperate cries, Nevi and Mev's final pleas, filled her ears and drowned everything else out. Please, please! One of the agents who had been watching knelt in front of her. Alright. I'll take you to Protos. But after that, you need a rest. To the Protos? All I did to Highbury is remember that Chloe was with the Protos. With the 2 of them, they could surely save the missing team. Protos is currently commanding field is the deepest part of Area B. The route might be dangerous. Are you sure you're okay with that? Highbury nodded without hesitation. Yes. Final battle. And we get to have Cassius again. Oh boy. Alright, time for the one-eyed popper. I think this time we're going to do triple 1. A shame. And Barish. And I can use our actual team for the rest of these. Discard 4 cards through an ability, huh? Alright, let's see here. You. Discard this. And let's discard our entire deck. That's a fun way to end that one. So it means we're shooting this guy at least like 3 or 4 times. Yeah, they're dead. Just throw the entire deck at them. It's a way to end things pretty easily. Alright, well. Oh, we can shuffle our entire deck. Let's go! Gunshot, gunshot, gunshot. Give me the blades. Let's discard 2 more Rhinomask cards. Damn you and your binding hand. And send in a flash. Oh. Or war cards through an ability. Hopefully we get Nia's ultimate back again. That way we just shuffle our entire deck. Well, I suppose it's close. Let's see. I'm starting this bullshit because I don't need it. Give me that. Give me this. This is fine. I think that counts as discarding enough cards. Yes. There's a lot of missions in a row. One card discarded. This one's a slow start. This will probably kill them and not activate all my cards. So I'll instead do this. Alright, that discards those. Oh, that's handy. I can shuffle the deck. Or discard my deck. There's no top card. You know, I have a plan. This will force me to draw a card if I don't kill. There's a kill. Yep, that was enough. Alright, those are challenge missions to the side. I'm assuming... Okay, it's 5 cards this time. That should be easy to do if I manage to get the throw my entire deck out skill. I get the throw my entire deck out skill. Oh, I get to use this and then throw 2 cards out. Alright, let's G-card. Alright, I get to do this, I guess. Play that. Discard random card from deck. Alright, let's discard our entire deck. Whee! This is dumb. My heartbreakers. Yep, discard 5 cards for ability. I think we did more than that. And next challenge. I'll play that. Let's see. I'll use this card randomly. Alright. This. Shuffle the entire deck. Or discard my entire deck, excuse me. Although it does shuffle the deck inadvertently. Because now I get to use all these cards at once. And done. We discard our entire deck, so that should count as 5 cards. Yes. Well, I don't think we have to get them all at once, but if I get them all at once, that's hilarious. Alright, let's see here. That's a discard. Grab the extra ego here. You know, no. The entire deck is getting shuffled, getting discarded now. Present this. And blast. If it were like a hardier boss, I would have done the sword rains before that. Do we get to discard our entire deck again? Yes. Well, shit. Actually, never mind, we can do this. It should discard that one persona card that allows us to discard from our hand. Like so. Discard that, discard this, I guess. And it dies to many a counterattack. Oh, we have stun apparently. That sucks. Well, perish. Nice. Grab that reward. We have story. Grounds for stupidity. The reason Heinrich always prioritizes rescuing civilians. This time the agents guided Heinrich deeper into Area B of the 2nd Pioneer Base, where the Protoss was expanding the agents. Protoss directed operations across the radius covering 4 areas at once proved their capability. But it also meant Heinrich and the agents had to push deeper into chaos, which is far from reassuring. And as she moved towards Chloe, Heinrich didn't stop rescuing people. Breathing heavily, bleeding, she broke her promise. Promise to always prioritize rescuing civilians. Even in a desperate situation, there was only one reason she clung to that vow. Because Chloe had made a promise in return. That she wouldn't die. At least, not in front of her. As long as Heinrich kept the promise, Chloe wouldn't break hers either. Heinrich, over here's the Protoss! Heinrich snapped back to her senses, looked ahead. Just as the agent guiding her head said, she saw the Protoss, and beside them, Chloe guarding the Protoss. What the? Damn it! Instead of relief, a curse slipped from the agent's mouth. No explanation was needed. Countless monsters were soaring towards the Protoss. They already looked pushed to their limits. Only a few agents remained, all of them were in poor condition. The defensive line was collapsing under the onslaught. The moment she saw it, Heinrich didn't hesitate. Before anyone could stop her, she threw herself into the flames. Alright, time to hopefully discard our entire deck. Alright, we don't quite have deck discarding here, but it is pretty close. Alright, well... discard that. I'll add that and discard those two. I discarded 3 at once, so we should have gotten the achievement by now for that. I'll discard one of these. Discard that because it's more expensive. Alright, this should discard one of those cards randomly. I think that would be its requirement for 5? 4? 4, yes. That more meets the requirements for it. Honors B6-1. 5 cards, 8 turns. That's 1 card. Damn it, I used the wrong way. I should need to use the disruption player. It's fine. We have the entire deck to discard though. Grab that. I'll discard this. Or that, this. I'll use this just so we can. Yeah, we discard our entire deck. This more than makes up for the 5 that we need to get anyway. Alright. And we get our upgrade on top of that. And sword. Alright, let's discard a random shit. Oak. And dead. Alright, that's all of the stars from this particular subset. Now, she finally meets Chloe with the Protos. Chloe! After clearing the strong monsters, Heimer rushed Chloe. Chloe, you're okay? Are you hurt? Why'd you come, Marie? Young started to shout left for speeches, but it didn't take long to understand why. A man lay collapsed at the edge of her vision. His body was covered in wounds. Blood poured from the hole in his pierced chest. It was the Protos. But the Protos should have had life. Chloe, how? I told them to initiate emergency recall, but they refused. Said if they left, everyone would die. They held out for us until the... Punching her lips, Chloe looked at her finger and read the news. Code Black! Pros, you're confirmed dead. Repeat, Code Black. Many agents are holding position. Requesting Pros support at the Area B comm station. Area is high risk. All Pros units, prepare for combat. Eyes read, mind went blank. Pros is dead. And the others? The ones I left behind to keep my Pros Chloe. You know what? Until another Pros arrives? Hi, Marie. Chloe's called. She came back to herself at sponsored orders with this space to him. Chloe spoke. We deal with that first. Time to fight. Cruel Bone. Right, Cruel Bone. I hate this thing. A shame. Oh, cool. I can then shuffle I can discard my entire deck. It'll be funny. Whee! Alright, extra action will be happening. Perish. Chloe. Chloe, you liar. Oh no. The surroundings grew increasingly chaotic. Before long, Kim and possibly even tell which direction led to escape. Once her closed again, Highbury felt a strange sense of relief. Her companions were by her side. Chloe, Shh! Chloe cut Highbury and picked something off from the ground. Henry, take this. It was a life core. With this, one person can return. Henry, you go back first. What? You're a mess. How do you even make it this far in that state? Chloe said as she brushed back Henry's hair. Go back first. I'll follow right behind you. The hell? Only one Pros wasn't deployed for this operation, right? I sent a support request, so we just need to hold on until another Pros arrives. Everyone's together, so we'll be fine. Looking around, the agent whose eyes met hers nodded. Henry, go back first. I promised, Antway, that you'd rest with Spears Protos. But there's so many monsters. So would you be a help if you stayed? What? No. No. You just be a burden. I can be helpful. That's what I should have said. Those words weighed heavily on Highbury's chest. I'll catch up. Chloe, actually something I need to tell you. Henry mustered her last bit of courage to tell Chloe about their companion's situation. Chloe's expression hardened for a moment. Everyone? I'm sorry, if I done better. After a moment of silence, Chloe pressed the life cord into Highbury's hands. I understand. I've heard. Chloe, you're gonna come back, right? Do you remember a promise I made? Chloe's promised that she would never die in front of her. Henry nodded. That's enough. Chloe contacted Proto's mothership. The life core began to respond. In her fading vision, Highbury's eyes fell upon Chloe. See you again, Marie. Chloe smiled. All the operations results match what's written in the reports. Agent Highbury, you truly did well. Everyone will praise you as the hero of this disaster. The report was full of details of personnel Highbury had rescued. A record showing the rescue of over 100 civilians trapped inside the chaos and the elimination of dozens of monsters, including high-risk entities in the process. You saved someone's father and mother, someone's precious child. You should be proud. It was an overwhelming achievement for a student agent to accomplish. However, Highbury's eyes were fixed on one spot. At the bottom of the document, written in small letters. Deceased agents. Ev, Dahlia, Evie, Chloe. Bodies unrecoverable. Large droplets fell into the report. Liar. Chloe. You liar. I reclutched the report and began to cry out loud. Henry placed her hand on Chloe's grave. If I hadn't gone, only Chloe had used that life core. If I hadn't shaken Chloe with the other stories. If we had promised not to die before each other, rather not die in front of me. Chloe, do you regret bringing me onto the team, or... Well... Oh, I didn't need to go back that far. This is done yet? We still have the Act of Atonement. Now hero, Henry forces another false smile. The remaining actor takes the role of the hero for Isis who have left. Henry became a hero. Cheers and praise from countless people surged towards like waves. Articles flooded in, interview quests never stopped. Her name was already being consumed as a symbol. But Henry couldn't tell the truth about that day. That's not what people wanted from her. In the end, she could only wear a fake smile and repeat the same scripted lines. Miss Henry, the Pioneer Base incident left deep scars in everyone. Reactions inspired many. We've heard you never stop rescuing people to the very end. It wasn't something I did alone. We all worked together. Everyone was brave. A few have shown the level of performance you have. You're very humble. One last question. If the same situation happened again, would you make the same choice? Just as the camera lenses turned towards her at once, flashes swallowed her vision. Anne-Marie slowly opened her mouth. Yes. The youngest mare ever. The hero of the civilians still seeks help. I'm retired as an agent. The official reason was injury sustained during a rescue operation. Many people expressed regret while wishing the hero a new beginning. She continued various activities even after retiring. She raised funds for victims of the Elnad incident and fallen agents and personally visited sites to improve their lives. She met many people in the process. Some thanked her, some found comfort, and others resented her. Irene did not avoid their gaze. She believed all of it was hers to bear. Years passed like that. Over time, people were moved by Henry's unwavering sincerity. What began as quiet respect gradually turned to expectation, support, and admiration. Henry eventually rose to the position of mayor of the SS Identity. Standing on the podium, she looked over the endless crowd. People cheered and called her name. Henry raised her hand and smiled at them. As a rescue agent should, she forced a smile for everyone. But it all comes back to when she closes her eyes. The moment Kalia was crushed beneath the rubble, the fading warmth of Evie lying helplessly. Mev's voice asking her to take care of Evie, and she locked eyes with Chloe in the last moment. The cheers fade, replaced by the noise of that day. Screams, collapsing structures, the roar of monsters. Heidenreich still trapped in that day. Henry continues her ad for the day of the night. Everyone, I'm here. You know what? I became the mayor of the SS Identity. I'm not sure why, to be honest. It seems there's no one on the SS Identity who cares about the citizens as much as I do, or something like that. But in truth, I'm not in any position to be here. Henry spoke as she pulled out weeds growing around Kalia's tombstone. Kali, you have certainly a much better role model than everyone than someone like me. With your dignified appearance, you would have had so many fans. It's a clumsy show with foolish side too often. Henry brushed off the pollen that accumulated on Evie's tombstone. Evie, I want to be a source of strength to everyone like you were. To make people smile even when they're sad, to keep the atmosphere fun. It's not as easy as it sounds. I just end up making things awkward all the time. Henry smiled as she looked at Mev's tombstone. Mev, when will I become as dependable as you? I became mayor, but distrust towards me never ends. No matter how high a position I reach, I can't hide my true nature. Already, Mev, that wouldn't have happened. And Chloe. Henry pressed her forehead against the grave and whispered, I miss you, Chloe. Every time I close my eyes, the nightmare of that day returns. She looked at her companions. Everyone, do you still resent me? I keep trying my best to atone for all of you. It's still not enough, is it? Of course not. If I'd been a little more competent. If I'd been more like all of you, maybe no one would have left aside. You were a student agent! Sounds lacking, everyone. Still, I'll continue this act just a little longer. Mayor, hero, tells that don't suit me at all. All of you have surely worked hard for your identity for my position. If it's work you have done, then it's not now a burden must carry, because I'm the one who's surviving your place. Keep trying my best. I'll keep staying strong. So when we meet again, when I want to reunite with you all before long, please forgive me just a little then. Before she do it, tears streaming down Henry's cheeks. Sorry. Truly sorry. Everyone's so sorry. They probably would have done to play this before the story, but it's fine. Waiting for forgiveness that would never come. I'd remain before her commander's grace for a long while. The goods have been grabbed. Well, I have 9 rescues to make and 10 rescues until I hit pity fully. I suppose I could burn some here and see what happens. Alright. Not gonna be too helpful, but we'll see if I hit the before the end here. Oh. Oh, okay. I just got her E2. Cool. Fantastic. That's 61. That's cool. I don't have to use a Omega code for this one. Although it does mean I'm not guaranteed for the next one. It's fine.
はいでまりですよ。
Nice. That'll be quite handy.
私の力が
Those
役
are
に立
E3
っている
anyway.
みたいですね。
Alt. Fulgent Chain. And all the Evolved Blades will hit all of the elements now, which will be crazy, actually.
はいでまりですよ。
We're not gonna gun for that, but yeah, we have a E2 now. Cool. And we're gonna test that out here, actually. You know, eat.
おお、ここがカオスのな。呼びましたか？
Alright, I guess we're going to do
来ましたね。
the mark mixture.
来ましたね。はーい。力が湧いてきますね。打ちましょうか。
This allow me to. It doesn't.
呼びましたか？
We're just gonna do that.
流れを感じます。
It's fine. They will die to a singular round of shots.
待機中です。命中。予想通りヘッドショット効率的な攻撃でし
I
た。
guess technically this didn't require Hybrid to do,
狙
but
撃手なのに
it's fine.
目立ってしまいましたね。
I guess it did allow Selena to shine though with her current build. But yeah, I have enough to save for our character, and I'm just gonna save those for the next banner. Meanwhile, do I have all Rita's done?
分かってる。
Okay, yeah, I have all of hers done. That's why I switched to Ivory for the banner, or for the card art banner. All right, now I stream both Umusume and this game for a bit. Think I should end about now. Let me see if anyone I know is live though. Let's see. That one is probably... That one's not partner, surprisingly. Okay, Alright, here's who we're going to raid today. So, there's a content creator for this game that I have been following on and off. Let's see if I can't raid him. Come on, stop freezing up, mouse. Can we raid him? Alright. Alright, yeah, so we can rate him. So, good rate sending on over to a WG Gacha. He does some various gacha games, but has been covering CZN a lot recently. So, I'm going to ship you on over to WG Gacha. I guess he's partaking of a tournament involving the new Sortie game mode, which I've did like one round of off screen, but it's something I'll try again at some point. But yeah, I think I'll send you on over. Thank you for stopping by. I hope to see you. Hope you rest of your day, night, time zone, what have you, and I will see y'all later. Bye bye.